We're going to talk a little bit about enzymes. And an enzyme is a biological catalyst. And a catalyst is any substance that speeds up the rate of a chemical reaction. It often lowers that activation energy or the amount of energy needed. Enzymes are very specific, and they generally only catalyze one reaction at a time. So, for example, this week we'll be doing in lab an enzyme catalyzed reaction using the enzyme catalase. And catalase breaks down hydrogen peroxide. And so we'll be looking at how hydrogen peroxide is broken down by catalase in different food items. But it's a very specific protein that responds in one type of reaction, and that type of reaction only. So this graph is showing you, we had our graph of activation energy, and so the red line would be the reaction occurring on its own without an enzyme or a catalyst. And you see that the activation energy, it takes a whole lot of energy. The second line, the black line here, shows the amount of energy that is needed with the enzyme. So you see it's a lot less energy. So this enzyme works faster than, it makes the reaction happen faster than without the enzyme because of the amount of energy needed. So let's say that the without the enzyme, it takes 6 molecules of energy, 6 ATP. And then with the enzyme, it takes 3, half of that. Well, generating those ATP takes time. So instead of having to hunt down 6 molecules of energy, this enzyme catalyzed reaction is only going to have to hunt down 3. Enzymes speed up chemical reactions that take place in the cells. That's their whole job, is to make things faster. But why do we need them? How do they help, and why do we need them? So here's an example for you. We breathe in a mixture of gases, and our body uses oxygen to run cellular respiration, which makes energy for us. But we also have waste in the form of carbon dioxide. That's what you breathe out. Well, we have to get that carbon dioxide out of our cells and into our bloodstream, where it can then go and be removed from the body when you exhale. Well, carbon dioxide forms carbonic acid when in combination with water. So this here is a chemical reaction. On the left-hand side, you have your reactants. On the right-hand side, you have your product. So CO2, carbon dioxide, plus water equals carbonic acid, which is how we get rid of that CO2, that bad stuff. There's an enzyme that makes this reaction happen faster. It's carbonic anhydrase. This speeds this reaction up by a factor of 10 million. Without this, we literally would not be able to live, because we would suffocate, because of our blood cells would be attached to CO2 rather than to O2, and our bodies couldn't generate any energy. So you can't live without this particular enzyme. There are tons of enzymes in our body that operate this way and keep you alive. And catalase, which we're looking at in the lab later this week, is one of those as well.